It's July of 2025 and my garden is exploding. Out here there's a lot of deer and animals, chipmunks, squirrels, groundhogs, you name it, we've got a lot of it. And they always decimate my garden. This year I came up with an idea which has been 100% effective. I'll show you that in a minute. Let me show you the status of my garden and a couple of things I've done differently that have made it explode. Okay, so I have this really light mesh up. It's plastic, it's like a web mesh. I think it's 8 feet tall. Nothing fancy, it's pretty low cost, and I've used it in the past, but the deer have always jumped over it. And in fact, on the bottom, it's wide open. But still, I'm keeping critters out of here. So this is like just meant to be a deterrent and kind of to set a boundary. This year is the first year I've ever used this plastic material. I bought it in 6-foot lengths and cut holes to put the plants in. And this has been greatly effective to keep weeds down to 0 and really reduce the maintenance on my garden. The plants love it. I have never watered. We've got a sufficient amount of rain this year, but I've never had to water my garden because underneath these the fabric, it keeps the ground moist. And as a result, I have never had tomatoes like this. These tomatoes, I'm reaching my hand as high as I can reach it right now. These things are probably about 6 feet tall. I grew all determinate Roma tomatoes because in the fall, my family and I have this plan we're gonna can a whole bunch of spaghetti sauce or just can the tomatoes. But these things are all doing really, really good. I bought these 6-foot high cattle fences from Tractor Supply. I'm sorry, they're 60 inches high, 16 feet long. They were like 25 bucks a piece, and they served as really good trellises that I made. So these tomatoes are going crazy. The cucumbers are super happy. Over here we got just cherry tomatoes and grape tomatoes coming in. I love seeing the pollinators. I've never sprayed anything in here, any kind of insecticide or anything. And I've never used fertilizer this year either. This is the box I made last year. And of course, we got to keep it true to rock and lap. These are fossils I found while I was digging in dirt. I've shared before, I found fossils all over my property here. This one was the most interesting one. That looks like the top of a horn coral, doesn't it? Some sweet basil. Over here, a couple pepper plants. More tomatoes that are going crazy. Just a different variety. This one's called Early Girl. So hopefully these things will redden up, and these are indeterminate, so they'll produce well into the fall. Whereas the determinate Romas behind me, they'll produce one time. That's the idea. Then you harvest them for canning. It's always nice to have fresh raspberries. They're the best. But I know what you're thinking. Vince, you said you had a foolproof way to keep all the deer out that can jump over the little plastic fence. The fence isn't even secured. It's wide open. Things can crawl underneath. How are you keeping them out? Let me show you. I have a tote over here, right by this planter box that I built, that has a machine under it that takes care of every pest known to this area of Michigan. It drives it right out of the garden. But let me plug it in so you know what it does. Well, you might know already. It's a tumbler. Runs out here 24 hours a day instead of in my workshop, and it's kept everything out of my garden. 100% effective. So I'm able to tumble rocks out here while my garden grows. I hope these tips help you with your garden. I know it sounds funny to put a rock tumbler in your garden, but it's been 100% effective for me. So hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great rest of your summer.